Yeah, it's like taking off my notifications, bro. Did the sound go off? I tried to turn the sound off before we started. Do y'all hear it or no? Can you rank Devin Singletary, Zach Moss, and Zeke? Devin Singletary, Zach Moss. I got Zach Moss number 1, Zeke number 2, Devin Singletary number 3. I think Zeke's gonna have a lot of goal line opportunities like he did in Dallas previously. And then Zach Moss should just be in a really good spot with Cincinnati, like clear starters touches. I kind of don't mind Zeke or Zach Moss in the same area. Like they're probably similar tier to me. Devin Singletary's after that. Obviously played well with the Texans late down the stretch, but he's the easiest one to replace. The easiest to replace. Hopefully TikTok don't fucking hate me. The battery died. Battery died on me, man. I haven't had that happen. I can't remember if that happened last year or not. I can't remember it happening. It's chalk, man. These are the first. It feels like these are the first 7 picks, no matter what. CD, Tyreek Hill, McCaffrey, Jettas, St. Brown, AJ Brown. Oh, AJ Brown. See, this one. Who asked me about 9? Brees Hall is still here. AJ Brown. Why did he go before Chase and Bijan? Interesting. I'll take Brees here at the 9. Brees at the 9 spot. I'll take it. Brees at the 9 spot. A little value there. I should have took Saquon. Nah, I'll take Brees. I actually like Saquon, but I think he has the best chance of like slipping in drafts. I like Saquon a lot this year. What's good? What's good? WWE in public. What's good, bro? What's good? My phone died. If you were watching the live before, my phone died. My bad. Phone died. My phone died. All right. My phone died. Was good. Answering questions, just chilling. It's Justin FY. I got you, my dude. So Devontae got taken. That's normally who I'd have taken here. Let's go Drake. Drake London. That's kind of early for Drake London. That's about right. That's about right. Y'all got any fantasy questions? Any dynasty questions? Y'all just want to chill talk? What's good? We in chill mode before the season gets going, man. I'm doing a mock draft right now on YouTube, hanging out there. So if you want to answer some questions there, let's run it. Rate this Superflex Dynasty team, please. Rate my team is back. Trojan JJ. I'll rate your team, but a lot of times with team ratings, most of the time you have a pretty good team. So I'll rate your team. Dak, Baker, Jaden Daniels. Good upside with Daniels. You said Superflex. I like Dak and Baker for the floor. You got Brees, Saquon, Aaron Jones, Jonathan Brooks. Is this 10-team league? PPR. CD, T. Higgins. You need receiver help. CD, T. Higgins, JSN, Romeo Dobbs. And then you got Trey McBride and Schultz. I think this is a good team. I don't know what the rest of your teams look like. To me, this is probably, this seems like a playoff team at least. So probably like an 8. Probably like an 8. 8 out of 10. I like the team. You could use help at the receiver position, though. Or if T. Higgins takes off, you're good. What's good, y'all? What's good? Gibbs or JT? I'm going, it's hard because I want to go JT. I want to go Jonathan Taylor, but I think Gibbs will have such an involvement in the passing game. Like, you gotta take Gibbs. And I think there's a good chance if you get Gibbs, you might be able to get Taylor on the way back too. That's a good thing. Should I pick up Wan'Dale Robinson right now in Dynasty? How deep's your league? I think he'll be a good receiver for the Giants this year. So if you have somebody that's droppable, yes. I'm not doing my draft till closer to the season. Yeah, this is all practice work right now. We're not doing drafts. Drafts won't be till like August, but this is a good time to like get your practice work in. It's just fun. If you like fantasy, this is the DGen part of fantasy. This is like betting on fucking women's lacrosse or some shit. I love AJ this year, man. Hurts bounce back in new offense. I heard he's bulking up. I'm not mad at it. Kellen Moore there. You could be right on that. I might be downplaying AJ Brown and Devontae Smith. I didn't really think about the Kellen Moore effect. So good point there. I think it's a little bit of a reach, but if you like your guy, get him. Get him. I hate that Gibbs shares a load and JT doesn't. Yeah, it's true, but Gibbs just in PPR leagues, Gibbs has so much appeal because he's going to have 70 catches, Get in a Dynasty League, do it. Fantasy football is my jam. Hell yeah, it is, man. Fantasy football, I love fantasy football. Probably a little too much, but I love this shit, man. Best balls now. You can do best ball too, baby. Fantasy dude, what's popping? What's popping, my boy? We gonna get some drafts in or what, dog? 1 QB, 12 team rookie draft. Do you think the top 2 QBs go before 112? And 1 QB, yeah, Caleb and Jaden will both be gone. Even in a 1 QB league, they'll both be gone. They'll both be gone. Justin, I'm beside you headhunting. Which team are you? Gabe, which one are you? AK. Nah, you're Saquon. You're for sure Saquon and Devontae Adams. For sure that's your team. I'm intent. Yeah, for sure that's your team. Those are my guys. Let's get it. Let's get All right, let's see. Let's see how good you can headhunt, man. Jamar Chase, low-key injury prone. Yo, he hasn't been a top 5 receiver. His rookie year, he was number 5. That's it. So he's been injury prone. Joe Burrow's been injury prone. Like, we got to account for that. We got to account for that. Christian Watson going in the first round. Going in the first round of what draft? What category of draft would Christian Watson go first in? The holiest names. That's probably the only thing he would go first round in is like the holiest name. That's it. That's when you draft him first round. Other than that, like taking Christian Watson first round of what? Injured players? Maybe. Oh shit, it's my pick. All right, who we got on the board? Let's go Michael Pittman here. Michael Pittman in the 3rd, yes, sir. Michael Pittman in the 3rd, yes, sir. I'll take it. Oh, I messed up. That's all right. He'll come back to me. Gibbs will be a beast of PPR. Yeah, most of the time I talk PPR. Like, I'll say this. Like, I think PPR should be the standard. It just provides, one thing about fantasy football I get a lot is like, it's lucky, it's lucky, it's lucky. And I think if you want to eliminate luck out of your leagues, you have to make it a little bit larger. So make it like a 12-team league, a 14-team league. 8 or 10 is kind of small in my opinion. 10 is like the smallest I would even want to participate in. 8 teams, that's way too much luck. And then I think the further out you get, like 16-team leagues, that gets kind of lucky too, because then it's a matter of who stays healthy or who hit on the one sleeper, right? Whereas 12 and 14-team leagues, especially with PPR, you're able to calculate things a little bit more. So I get a lot of people saying fantasy football is luck. And if you think it's luck, that's fine. Just change your settings. Change your settings. And I think you'll see that there's a lot more skill involved when you slightly improve the team, you slightly increase the number of teams, you play super flex so that all the quarterback starters are on rosters for the most part. I just think that there's ways you can fine tune it to eliminate the luck factor a little bit more. That's what I think. And that's one of the bigger complaints that I get is like, it's luck, it's luck, it's luck. Fantasy football is luck. And it's like, there's an element to it, but I don't think it's as lucky. If you change your settings, you'll see that it's not as lucky as people think. This is not half-point PPR. You did half-point PPR and 10-man. So, yeah, I still think that was a good team. That was like an 8, maybe a little lower because it's 10-team. London ahead of Diggs and Evans simply doesn't feel right. So why did I take Drake London ahead of Diggs and Evans, right? Is it because I think that they're significantly better than Evans or Diggs? No. I didn't see Mike Evans there. I probably would have took Mike Evans. I didn't see him there. So that's my fault. I was going a little quick between the screens. That's part 1. Part 2 of that is you also got to account for draft spot, right? If I think you guys are smart drafters, we've been drafting for a while. You guys kind of know how to draft, right? But in your non-expert leagues or leagues where you aren't drafting with people who kind of think similarly, one of those players might fall to you. Like a Diggs might fall to you in the 3rd round. There's a lot of people that don't like Stephon Diggs. There's a lot of people that think Tank Dell is the number 1 receiver, and that's fine. But you have to account for that in your drafts. You might not be drafting with everybody who drafts like this, So these are smart. This is, I would say, the mock drafts in here get pretty competitive. So if you're in a competitive league, this is a good place to mock. What's good, Kyler? What's good? Yeah, my phone died. My phone died. Thoughts on DK? I think for the value, he is what he is. He's a back end wide receiver too. Not a whole lot of upside. And yes, here we go right here. Fantasy Dude obviously got the intel. That's a good follow too. Y'all want fantasy casual information, like he says, just easy information. Fantasy Dude, drop him a follow while you in the chat, man. Calculated luck, yes, calculated luck indeed. Jahan, the season is too far away, bro. Yes, it is too far away. I wish we were closer, but you know what? We're within the 100-day marker. We're within the 100-day marker now. So, hey, at the end of the day, we talking football. We got OTAs, we got mandatory mini camps. Like, we're talking football right now. So it's too far away, but it's close. It's close. Is this a mock or a real draft? This is a mock. We're gonna be doing mocks all off season, man. Yo, Jahan, what's good? Sonny G, what's popping, bro? What's popping? Yo, for the guys who just came in right now, if you just came to the chat, I got a Patreon now. So I'm gonna have free access where I give out a bunch of my plays and stuff, bets, and then rankings and stuff too. But I'm also gonna have a lot behind a tiered window. All right. I'm gonna have a lot behind a tier window. So join for free now. There's a few of you, not everybody. Sorry, I can't do everybody, but there's a lot of you guys that have been rocking with me this off season. I'm gonna get paid access to for a little bit too. All right. So I got a few names. I've been talking about it all off season. I got some names, especially some of these guys have been subbing to me for a while. I'm gonna give out some free shit, but a lot of stuff's gonna be behind paywalls. All right, so this year's gonna be a little different. I'm still gonna give out hella free stuff. But like when I do my daily rankings, when I do all my bets, when I do my list of bets, you're gonna have to pay for some of that shit this year. So we still have a lot of free shit. There's still gonna be a lot of wins. You guys see, I still get due to lives. We'll have a lot of free stuff, but Patreon's gonna have some other stuff for those who want a little bit more from me. That I can't just be, I can't be live for 2 hours every day. I just can't do it. But Patreon, man, and I'm gonna give first access to like mock drafts in there. So if we have a mock and I'm like, yo, I need this filled, I'm probably gonna ask subs if they want it first, shit like that. So Patreon, sign up for it. The link's in my bio or in the description of the video. Where's a good place to mock? Sleeper is probably my favorite place to mock, especially if you can get live bodies to do it with you. If you don't have enough live people to do it, I would go Yahoo over ESPN. Yahoo over ESPN. ESPN's whack. I just did one on ESPN. It's terrible. It's terrible. George Pickens or Pittman, hard debate. I think you got to go Pittman. Pittman. Got to go Pittman. Yeah. This is too far for Laporta. We'll take Laporta here. We will take Laporta there in the 5th round. I cannot pass that up. They paid Pittman. It's still good. I know George Pickens is trying to get paid, but Pittman's locked in, bro. You going hero RB or balanced at best value? I always go best value, man. You'll see. I've probably already done like 6 or 7 mock drafts, 6 to 10 probably mock drafts already, and all of them look different. It just depends. Like if I would have said, I'm taking running back here or I'm taking receiver, I might have missed on Breece Hall. If I said I was going running back, early and often, I might not have taken Drake London. Like I like the way I like to do best player at the spot. If I can get him in leagues, I'm riding Tyreek till he falls off. I don't mind it. I got Monty and Aaron Jones as my only RBs. I think you're good with Monty and Aaron Jones. That man, Jahan, what's good? What's good, Marcos? Thoughts on Drake May? Dynasty's 2-3 years away. Has potential to be like a top 15 guy at some point. I'm not counting on it anytime soon. Gonna do any sub-only lives here once we get in the season? Yeah. Gonna be a lot. The chat is, once I hit like probably training camp, is maybe even earlier than that. I might just do July. It might be sub-only chats. And then the sub-only lives will come once the season gets closer. And then what I'll probably do is sub-only live for like 30 minutes and then open it up to everybody like I did last year. It'll be a pretty similar blueprint, just it will be definitely more sub and member focused this year. Put it that way. Justin, I thought you were going to go Mixon. I know you like Mixon and White. I probably would have went Mixon, but you took him instead. But yeah, sub-only. There will definitely be sub-only stuff in here for sure. Thoughts on Kenneth Walker? I like Kenneth Walker. He's just not catching enough passes. Zach Charbonnet is going to take some of that. So new offense. I mean, he's a home run hitter, and I think he's going around the right area, mid-tier RB2s. That's about right for that kind of value. I just don't see a whole lot of upside for him, unfortunately, because he's not involved in the passing game. Damn, receiver got there that quick. I'm gonna go D-Hop. Oh shit, it auto picked me. Hold on, I'm going D-Hop, bro. Hold on a minute, man. Hold on a minute, man. Don't pick. I can't pause the draft. It's cool. I can't pause it. I can't pause it. I'll take Mahomes. I'll take Mahomes. What do you expect from James Cook this year? I expect there to be some risk with James Cook this year. Some risk. You doing mocks? Yeah, we're doing mocks right now on the YouTube. Always head over to the YouTube. That's the first place that you're going to be able to get into a mock. But we're going to be doing mocks all off season. Henry at the 101. J-Han at the 101, baby. Name a better fantasy creator than me. Fantasy dude, you all right. Tyler, you all right. There's some other all right dudes out there, but I'm him. I'm him, baby. Fantasy football strategist, that's the homie. There's some homies out there, but I'm him. Remember that. Remember that. Too early for that shit. It's too early for that this summer. Those are my guys, by the way. If I were to say in the fantasy community, people I respect, put out good information, fun information. Tyler's good. Fantasy football strategist is good. Fantasy dude is good. My homie Joel Smith. I fuck with Joel Smith stuff too. I would say off the top of my head, Fantasy Gods, Dan. Fantasy Gods, gotta count him in, obviously. Fantasy Gods, Dan puts out good shit. Y'all got any more? Let me know in the chat. That's what I can think of right now. Himothy, yeah, Himothy, baby. Eric, head over to the YouTube, and when I go live, just have notifications on. Thoughts on appreciate the content and the practice. Yes, it's good. Always good to get the practice. The content, I know sometimes the content might be a lot, but I'm trying to get this shit out there now so I can spend time doing the mock drafts and rankings and other stuff. So I want you guys to get early kind of what my thoughts are. And then now when I say the rankings, it's not going to catch you guys off guard. You're going to be like, well, why do you think this? I can just be like, yo, go check out the video. It's already up. So I'm trying to get a lot of the player takes, the debates and stuff out the way right now so I can get into rankings and provide you guys as much as I can during the offseason while I got time. All right. That's what I'm trying to do. Trying to spend a little bit less time on live and give you guys just more info. So hopefully y'all can feel that from me. Trying to get you guys more info. I'm only one-man band trying to do it, man. But I appreciate you guys for staying tapped in with me and trusting me with your fantasy advice. Thoughts on James Conner this year? I think at some point Trey Benson takes over. He's normally been pretty injury prone, but it is what it is, man. James Conner, he played well last year in his role. A lot of people will still like him. I'll probably be fading him at cost. You're goated, a great guy and a great entertainer, but no one that drafts Pollard is. Bruh, I'm him. And yes, Pollard, the thing is, last year, what did I say to y'all? I said fade Pollard, right? We're talking about fade Pollard. Value, though. Value over everything. And Pollard is a value this year, my man. How do I enter a Dynasty League? Look for someone. Talk in the chats, bro. I guarantee somebody will pick you up. Just be like, yo, I'm trying to find a Dynasty League. Somebody will offer you something in the chat. Ridley or Hopkins, give me Calvin. Do another one. Nah, not today, bro. Not today. Is Kelsey in the fifth value good? Yes, I think it's really good value in the fifth. So your rankings are going to be on Patreon this year? I haven't fully decided, but weekly rankings, yes, I'll do a video on them. But if you're looking for a document that says, here's who I rank, it will be on Patreon this year. Golly, and I don't have a third receiver yet. I don't like it. Let's go Rome. I don't like it. Thoughts on the running back room for the Panthers? I like Chuba, and I think that everybody's excited. Everybody's excited about Jonathan Brooks. And I get it. But dude is coming off of a torn ACL. Most running backs, it takes time to look normal after a torn ACL. So while I get like the excitement, took him in the second round, good pick, like we got to chill on that. Chuba Hubbard played well in his starting role last year. At best, I think for Jonathan Brooks, it's going to be a committee. And I think that's the best scenario for the Panthers to be a winning football team. And I think I try to think of that first, right? Like in my head, I think, how is the team going to use the players? Not what we want for fantasy, but how is the team going to use the players? And why would they put all that pressure and make Jonathan Brooks their second round pick, try to make him the guy early on when you got a guy who performed in Chuba Hubbard? So I think it'll be a long time before we see Jonathan Brooks take over as a starter, and probably when the team is out of the playoffs position. So I'm out on Jonathan Brooks this year at cost, and I think Chuba Hubbard will probably be a value in drafts this year. Prince D was good, dude. Bijan top 3 back? I don't doubt it. I don't doubt it. So yeah. Rank these 3: London, Diggs, Evans. I know I just took London earlier. I probably go Evans, London, and Diggs. I like London a lot this year. Do you think Kelsey is good value this year? No, I think Kelsey is the right value this year. He's not an outlier. You're paying for the name at this point with Kelsey. So I think he's decent value if you can get him after like the 4th round or whatever, but don't reach on him. I got Laporta already. Damn, Kittle is still here, bro? Kittle is still here? Let's go. Damn. Let's go JMO. I don't love it. Let's go JMO. A little bit of a reach. Little bit of a reach. I'm not going to lie. A little bit of a reach on JMO. I got thrown out of whack this one. I got thrown out of whack on this, and I can admit it. I'm big enough to admit it. I got thrown out of whack on this draft. Probably right here where I took Mahomes instead. I got thrown out of whack. And even before that, taking Laporta kind of threw me off too. I got thrown out of whack on this draft, and I can admit it. I can admit it. Are you mad about the Madden cover? You think it'll break the curse? I'm not mad at the Madden cover. Christian McCaffrey, well-deserved. And there hasn't really been a Madden curse as of late. Who was on it last year? Wasn't it Josh Allen on there last year? He played well last year. Who's a tight end 1? I don't think there's a clear-cut tight end 1. It could be Laporta, McBride, Kelsey. I can see Kyle Pitts taking on that role. I can see Mark Andrews. I don't think there's a clear-cut tight end 1 this year. Do you have a Twitch? I don't see a link in your bio, but I could just be zero. I don't have Twitch. I have YouTube. So I'm on YouTube right now. That's it. I have not done Twitch. Do I need to make a Twitch too? I feel like if I got YouTube and I got TikTok Live, I'm covered. I don't think we need – do we need Twitch? If y'all want to Twitch, I don't want to do Twitch too, bro. That's too much. Feeling on Kamara. Yeah, feeling Kamara ADP. Yes. Kamara is a great value at ADP right now. You're taking AJ Brown or Jamar Chase first. I'm still going Jamar Chase over AJ Brown. Thoughts on ETN? I heard they want Big V to get the ball more. I've already posted about this. If you check out the page, I have a post on this. I think that Bigsby will be more involved. There's no way and we saw Travis Etienne towards the second half of last season start to be a little bit less effective. It's just part of the game, man. And you don't want that size frame kind of taking on that beating. So I think they have to get Tank Bigsby involved. They didn't add any running backs this year, and they took him in the 3rd round last year. You got to give him a look. He has to play better. But yes, I think that the workload will be lessened on ETN this year. I think Benson takes over, but James gets red zone work. I could see that happening too. I can see that happening. Where's the link posted for upcoming mocks? So I normally post it here in the chat like I did today. But I'll start posting them on Patreon once we get going. Probably going to have that thing all dialed in by July. But yeah, if you want early access to the Patreon, now's the time to do it. Everything's going to be free until we get closer to the season. So I'm just getting that thing up and going right now. So right now, you got free access. Once the season comes, things will start to be paid. Once July probably hits. So if you want early access to shit, I'll probably post some rankings and stuff on there too, just like in the off season, just to get things going. I'll also put some season-long bets in there too. If you guys want some season-long stuff. And then also I don't know what kind of chat features are available, but if you guys got questions for me, bro, DM, chat, whatever you guys want to do, throw it in there too. And I can get to it a little bit more like I can answer everything in there. I'll know to answer stuff in there. If you got questions for me, that's going to be the best place to reach me now. Thoughts on Swift? DeAndre Swift should be, I think he'll be good at the value, RB3-ish. I think he's good value there. Could surprise, actually. I don't see myself drafting a whole lot of DeAndre Swift because he got the bag, and he was before last year. He was kind of like injury prone, and there was a concern about his work ethic, right, when he was in Detroit. So I kind of see like that could be an issue. They have 2 other backs there, Khalil Herbert, Roshan Johnson. I'm sure one of those guys will probably be on the chopping block as far as making the roster. But DeAndre Swift, I think he has some appeal. He's just got to stay healthy. He looked electric last year. Kittle could have a massive role at Debo or Ayuk leave. I just don't see it happening this season. If Ayuk leaves, Niners are going to run CMC into the ground. They already do. They already do. All right, I'm on the clock here. How is Joe Burrow still here? All these quarterbacks falling. I'm going to grab Tajay Spears right here. I think that's a decent pick in this round. I need another back too. Draft A-Chain, or ETN first. I'll take. I think was a video on those two. It was Achane and ETN. I'm taking ETN over Achane. No, it was Kyron. Thoughts on Zamir White? He should be an RB2 this year. Yeah, ETN over Achane. ETN over Achane. Kincaid would be a strong pickup this year. I like Kincaid. I don't like the way he's being drafted right now. He's being plucked a little early for me. What are your favorite spots to draft that aren't number one? I don't really care where I draft. I kind of like the middle of the draft right now, getting like Diggs and Cooper Kupp in those rounds. But would you take a chance on Christian Watson at the right draft spot? I'll take anybody. I'll take anybody at the right draft spot. Do you think Amari Cooper's 250-yard was the biggest bad beat in fantasy football last year? Yeah, him doing that in fantasy playoffs was crazy, bro. Joe Flacco, BD Flacco. Diggs or Nico? I like Diggs more. So does Stephon Diggs, money 784. Would you keep Gibbs for a third or Tank Dell for a 10th? Give me Gibbs for a third. What QBs will you not take even with the hype right now, like CJ Stroud? All right, so quarterbacks I'm avoiding at cost. Jalen Hurts, because I think a lot of his value was tied to the rushing TDs. I'm not sure Kellen Moore goes that way. So I'm kind of avoiding Jalen Hurts at cost right now. I'm not avoiding Mahomes. Obviously, I drafted him here, auto-drafted him here, but I'm not avoiding Mahomes. I'm just not really looking to draft him. CJ Stroud's another one I'm kind of avoiding. Burrow. Burrow's almost like a fade to me right now. And then that's about it as far as like elite quarterbacks and who I'm just not trying to take. It's those guys right there. Everybody else could probably fall in line. Damn, bro. I'm missing on these picks. Let's go Cortland here. I don't like that pick. I was trying to make something quick. Last take SC was good, Brody. Was good. Singletary, I don't mind Singletary. He just doesn't have a whole lot of upside to me, bag out. He don't have a whole lot of upside. Auction better than redraft? 1,000%. Auction is better than standard league. I'll be doing auction drafts too. They just take too long. They take way too long. So I got to do those when we're locked in July. That's a way too long. Thoughts on Jaleel McLaughlin? I'm not really excited about Jaleel McLaughlin. I'm not. But if he's a starter, we got to recognize that. You think Keenan Allen will still return wide receiver 1 value? No. Probably wide receiver 2 value. He'll be a discount wherever you get him. He's going to outplay his ADP. Keenan Allen will outplay his ADP wherever you take him. You think Pollard has a higher ceiling than guys like Cook, Pacheco, K9, and Swift? Higher ceiling than Cook, yes. Higher ceiling than Swift, yes. Higher ceiling than K9? Probably not. Higher ceiling than Pacheco? Probably not. He's probably right behind those guys in terms of ceiling or similar ceiling. I'll say he's either similar or slightly below both of those two. But his floor is also lower. CD first pick for me. I'm not mad at that. Lions going to do it this year, calling it. After last season, they still got to go through that team right there. They still got to go through that team, homie. They still got to go through them Niners, baby. What are your favorite spots to draft? I just answered this one. I don't really care about draft spot. And that aren't number one. I like the middle of the draft right now. You put the sleeper link in the mocks. Yes, I just answered that one for you, Eric. I put it in the chat normally when we go live. But like I said, it'll be in the Patreon. And then once it's filled, it's filled. But most of the time, it'll be on the YouTube. Thoughts on the upcoming season? I think it's going to be one to remember. I think this season will be, hopefully the quarterbacks stay healthy. I think that was a big story of last year. Like a lot of quarterbacks went down. I think competitively wise, I just want to see I think the NFC will be a lot more competitive than it was last year. Like the Falcons getting Kirk kind of change things for me. I think Dallas is playing for a lot this year with Dak in it, kind of in a contract situation. And I think the NFC North with, the Bears, the Lions, and the Packers, I think the NFC will be a lot better this year. And then the AFC is always competitive. So I think it'll be a good season too. My turn again. I think this is my last pick. I got a quarterback. I got tight end. So best player available for sure right now. I'm going to go with the fallen name here. Gabe Davis. I think Gabe Davis will be decent in Jacksonville. Has good upside. I'm not a big Gabe Davis guy, but I think last pick, I don't mind it. Respect, dog, but the Lions beat themselves that game. I can say the same thing about us against the Rams when they won the Super Bowl. It'd be like that sometimes. I do want to see the Lions back, though. I want to see the Lions playing well because they're a fun football team to watch. Favorite late round QBs to take? Probably T-Law, Jaden Daniels, Kirk Cousins. Those are probably my 3 favorite to take. All right, y'all, the draft is over. I am not going to rate the teams, unfortunately, this time. I'm going to get out of here. I'll be doing the drafts all off season. We'll be rating teams all off season. I appreciate you guys signing up for the Patreon. Y'all make sure to sub, like this video, share the shit. I'll see you on the next one. Peace out.